Okay, are we live? You're good to go. Hear us all? We're a little
All
quiet.
good?
Let's see if we can get our reach just to boost the audio just a little bit before we get started.
All good.
All good. All right. Well, good
Oh, I'm
evening.
actually on there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No worries, no worries. Good evening, chat. Welcome to the start of our little spooky block that we have here. I'm sure you all have been having a lot of fun with Pokemon Block, but you know what? No. The card games and the kitty whispers, those are done. Oh, say your names. I am Scala. I am your current host. We might be joined by another host later, but you got me for right now. And then with us is our runner, Ecdycis.
Yep, that's me.
So-
We good to go?
Yeah, are we? I think so. We're just making sure that audio is okay.
I can turn up a bit on mine.
Yeah, chat just says that one of our voices is low, but they couldn't tell.
Oh, gotcha. I'm Ecdycis on my end. Don't call me Ek.
So let us know, chat, who was the person who sounded soft, and we will appropriately boost our audio. But if audio sounds okay, we are pretty much good to go.
Cool.
Sounds good? Alright.
Alright, well, Spooky Jumpscare Mansion is a bit of a weird game. First things first, we're meeting play, you have a lot of options here. But before we begin, I have to do the most important pre-run check. I don't know if you heard that, but that's called sticky keys.
Oh, I gotcha.
So the entire run uses sticky keys. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Here we go. So I'm going to be skipping all the loads in the game and almost everything by alt-tabbing to the sticky key window I opened up. This game came out a few years ago. It's a great homage to a bunch of horror games. It's called Spooky's House of Jumpscares, Spooky Jumpscare Man. If you notice the loading happen instantly, that's all sticky keys. You might see a mouse in the middle. The reason why this works is because there's an in-game timer, and everything is based on the in-game timer. Can I move? There we go. Sometimes it's weird. But that will allow me to do everything quicker. It'll skip weights, I can regenerate stamina quicker. So kind of just get this general idea on the bat. There's going to be 1,000 rooms to be going through. Every section of rooms will have different enemies, and the first 50 rooms have the cutest enemy, which is just a little pop-out jump scares. It could be delicious ice cream, it could be pumpkins, it could be like coffee, it could be a variety of different so. The first 50 rooms are pretty chill.
The little pumpkin's my favorite.
Yep. There we go. My sticky keys aren't acting correctly. There we go. I also have to be careful because the sticky keys are also incredibly lethal. So, like I mentioned, everything is based on an in-game timer. That includes an AFK. The game doesn't want you AFKing for too long, so if you AFK for too long, you'll just straight up die, because there's a monster who will try killing you. If I leave on the sticky keys list for too long, I can die at any moment. I'm going to be saving at every elevator I see, because those are the save points. But for right now, we're going to be rather safe. The game's going to be breaking into sections of 50 rooms, later on 100 rooms, and we'll be dealing with a lot of the enemies as we go. Talking a bit about the actual speedrun tech of this game, so the game is mostly RNG. A big issue with this run is that certain rooms only count for one room. All rooms in this game only count for one room. There's Toast, by the way. Adorable little Toast.
I love the toast.
I'll play the cute thing, by the way. There's a very cute thing that happens at one point. I have a high estimate because I don't trust this run, so I'll probably be able to throw in a few things. But, going back to the point I was making, you notice that was a very short room right there. That's one room. That was also one room. Later on, there's going to be some really long rooms. Those are also one room. Every single room in this game only counts for one. It does not matter how... There's the first major skip, by the way. Normally I have to wait for an elevator. However, by using the sticky key glitch, I can just straight up ignore that almost entirely. And it's rather nice. At this point in the game, around after room 50, I can start getting the bad rooms, which is going to be a chasm. which chasms are the worst thing you could possibly get because they're much longer than any other room. We'll also start getting actual enemies. You didn't think this was going to be that easy. The
No, of
sticky
course
keys
not.
glitch is also no longer be happening. This is, I think, the creature of the Black Lagoon. His
Don't they all
mechanic.
have like
Oh, God.
oh, sorry. From having like known this game casually, they all have like the different like specimen numbers, right?
Correct. This is Specimen 2.
Okay.
His mechanic is he's rather slow and lumbering, but he can go through walls, and he'll also some of these like kind of green pools on the ground, and I'm just going to be strafing over them because it's faster. The problem is, though, I can't do this. Oh my god, so many.
The little
They're
ghosts, I'm
adorable.
sorry. They're so cute.
They are.
I just love that they stay, like even when stuff gets like actually spooked.
Yep.
Just like, hello.
In terms of speedrun tech, they do lose you about half a second when they come out, but it's really negligible for how cute they are. You can see these big chasms. These are the bad rooms I was talking about, mainly because I have to use stamina bars. The best way I can measure rooms is based on the amount of stamina you have to do. So using like 3 bars, it's really bad. Using like half a bar, that's really good. Another quick movement tech, running diagonally will be faster than running straight forward. So in many of the rooms, I'm going to try moving in this weird diagonal angle, and that's ideal. There we go. When the music stops, he should go away. Also, we have cotton candy. We are good. We can go back to the glitch. That's nice.
So
As
the
well,
glitch won't work. Oh, sorry. About to ask. So the glitch won't work when certain specimens are chasing you?
Well, no, it will work.
Okay.
The problem is, it works, and that's the major issue. So, like I mentioned, everything in the game is based off an in-game timer. That includes enemies striking me. So, if I leave it on when an enemy is chasing me, they'll instantly get, which I don't want.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
Like, some enemies in this game are really good luck, while a lot of them are rather bad luck and unfortunate. Specimen 2 is one of the enemies in the game who's pretty just kind of average. He's not good, but he's not... The worst enemy to get in the game is arguably... Oh, God, this room. Hold on.
Oh, I remember these rooms.
1, 2... Okay. Oh my god, this is bad luck. But the whole idea is that there are certain answers to puzzles. I already know them off the top of my head, but they change almost every time. Also, if you hear the sticky keys beep, I have to reactivate it about every 5 minutes.
Also, as we've been running, we had our other host join us. Hi, Vaughn.
Hey.
Vonnie gets to be here for spooky time. Have you seen this game before, Vonnie? Oh my goodness, you're in for a treat.
There we go. It's pretty good. So, there we go. Like I mentioned, every kind of new area, we're going to get introduced to new monsters. So we're going to be getting our next one. Also, if it like bugs out like that, it's me tapping back in. If the mouse moves at all, it'll kind of do a weird menu thing. So I'm trying to click back in with the mouse without moving it too much whenever I'm doing that glitch. Overall, it saves a lot of time. Now, I bet you're wondering, why am I running the original version and not the HD version? Because the HD version does look nicer. The problem is, the sticky keys glitch actually doesn't work in the HD version. It only works in the original. So you want to make sure that when you're running this game, you can do that. Now, the difference of time is about 30 seconds. Roughly. There we go. So room 120 will be getting our next kind of mandatory room. Room 60 was always going to be the same kind of room. Room 120 is going to be the next one. Also, this game pays homage to a lot of different horror IPs, so if you're a fan of spooky games, you definitely might recognize this one. This is a reference to the Resident Evil labs from the original game. This enemy also will be a bit Resident Evil themed. It is going to be an army of spiders. These guys are absolutely the worst enemy in the game because they can't do a single thing to you. Their design is absolutely pathetic, and they are free. Getting them is considered very good luck because they can't do anything to you.
Bo, do we have time for a very quick donation?
Of course.
So we have $30 from a Discount Cleric, and they say, shout out to all my comfy speed friends. Thank you so much, Cleric.
Thank you. Go. Yeah, door's locked. They don't come out, though. There's also symbols knowing what enemy is in at a time. A lot of people think it's kind of random on, like, oh, any enemy can show up at any point. That's true. But generally, whenever the enemy spawns, you'll know who it is before the room actually starts, or right when the room starts.
Now, is that only applying mainly to later floors? I know the game sort of introduces the different enemies to you sort of at a bit of like a pace to kind of build tension.
Gotcha. Yeah, every time we meet a new enemy, normally they have the chance to come back. However, some enemies are one and
Okay. I definitely remember a few of the one and done enemies.
right. For right now, all the enemies you've seen, Specimen 2 and Specimen 3, the spiders and Creature of the Black Lagoon, they can come back at any point throughout the game. Also, you may be noticing in those chasms, like my stamina bar immediately just shoots back up. That means I am just doing the sticky keys glitch mid-run. Like, I stop for a brief moment to get full stamina again, and this is one of the reasons why it saves a lot of time. It is incredibly risky, though, if you leave it on for too long. The old way of doing this is you had to, like, push the sticky keys 5 times, like the shift bar, and then hope to God you can close it fast because you'll die. However, this way is way easier. Alright, now we're 150. I'm going to save the game, and now, there we go. We have a little pop-out, and we'll be having the next specimen coming out right now. This specimen is actually one of my favorite ones thematically, just because she looks so cool. But her story is a bit weird.
I mean, all the stories in this game are kind of weird.
You know, you're not wrong. Also, you have spiders for a little bit. You can tell by the hole in the ceiling, you have spiders. Some enemies have audio cues, others have, like, visual cues. So, the spiders, you can hear the clattering later on. However, I more recognize them by the hole in the ceiling. So
Also,
this chasm... Oh, God.
Oh, no, I was going to say, we're going to see if we can get Vani back to actually to have chat hear him. Vani, do you want to speak, make sure the chat can hear you, and that you are actually not a ghost?
All good, all good.
No, I really am a spooky ghost.
So spooky!
Ooh.
The other thing I want to mention is with these chasms, it's actually RNG based on the puzzle answer. So it's always going to be left side first, but then it can be either left or right. I always go left because it'll be more reliable normally. Alright, now it's time for my favorite enemy in the game. This is Specimen 4. She is a representation of Japanese horror. And she wants to eat us.
You know, that's just normal ghost stuff.
Yeah, kind of. It's pretty disturbing when, like, because one of the cool things we're not going to see during this run, or at least I hope we're not going to see these during the run, is that you can get really interesting death kind of animations.
I definitely one that we're probably going to avoid, which is the hallway ghost.
Oh yeah, actually, the hallway ghost is the one that can. You talking about which hallway ghost are you talking about?
The one where it looks like a hallway and you keep walking down it like forever, then eventually kills.
That's the AFK monster, actually. And if I leave on sticky keys for too long, he'll kill me.
Oh boy!
So let's hope I don't do that. Although, since the new method came out, it's been way easier to avoid doing that. As well, I don't know if I'm being chased, but this is actually a good time to look. I don't see her, so maybe I can turn back on sticky keys. I don't trust her, because certain enemies have different attack speeds. Looks like I am safe. I'm gonna keep going to the elevator, just for safety. I'd rather not accidentally invoke the wrath of her. So, certain enemies have certain attack speeds, and the really fast attacks can kill me instantly, not even mattering how much damage they do, because it's increasing their attack speed. So it is a bit of a trade-off. There's the stump.
Stump!
Also,
I also love their sound cues as they get weirder and weirder.
To do a favor to you, Shala, I'll make sure that when we get the opportunity, I won't kill any of the cute ghosts.
Yay! We won't kill the cute ghosts!
Because you can kill them later, and, I mean, it's sad. I've seen people do it in their casual plays, and I try to avoid killing them normally. Alright, we're in the room. I'm, again, saving every single time. And now sticky keys are back in action.
Hooray!
However, I only need it for 10 rooms, because the next one, I'm going to give a quick warning to chat. Also, this room is a Howard room. The door is locked. The only way out is you wait. There we go. That's what sticky keys comes in handy for. Otherwise, you have to wait forever. Alright, I have the Specimen 2 back, so we're not going to be doing that. He's annoying just because he stops your sprint, which isn't nice, which, really not, one of the strongest enemies in the game is the very first one you have to fight.
What is the warning for chat, by the way? So that way I can put it in the text
Right,
chat.
right. So the warning is epilepsy. It's going to get rather visual in a moment. There'll be fog, and they'll be very red and kind of flashy. So just a warning to anyone who might be sensitive to that. There's another one, too, I'll warn about, because it can get pretty bad. This one especially, though, I personally don't like, just because they're very, very rude to me.
Yeah, I know there's a couple of places in this game where the flashing warning is very much required.
Yeah, and like they put it in the beginning of the game, but we kind of scooted right into the game. I warned just in case on the parts because like it's a weird disorienting thing with the fog and the red. But
Oh yeah.
Hopefully our luck won't see this guy too much or this girl too much. There's actually a chick. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, and I usually have to take it easy, kind of going around certain areas and corners, just because I like if I get messed up, I cannot see for the life of me. Weirdly enough as well, I think you can actually sticky key this monster, but I'm not going to do it during a marathon, and I can't see how, like, I don't want the disorienting mouse angle, so we're going to hope they go away quickly. This enemy is rather average. They're more annoying than they are difficult. The hardest enemy is actually going to be the one that spawns next, the next new one we get. And it's my least favorite, but also one of my favorites at the same time. It's kind of weird. Like, you ever really hate something and then you also love it at the same time?
Oh yeah, totally.
Also, I do want to say, this is a game that a lot of people expect to kind of be silly and cute, but the more you play it, the more it kind of gets demented, and it kind of gets more and more, hey, that's kind of serious, ain't it?
Oh, that's what I really enjoyed about this game, is that, like I said, it started out very cute, but then, like, as you went on, it's like this very, like, interesting sort of take on horror, because you'll have like the breaks in there that exist to build up all the tension, and then when like the actual like scares happen, they're usually sustained over the course of a couple of, and it just like makes you want to, you know, it encourages like frantic running sort of thing.
All right. And I'll warn every time he comes back, because the monster or she comes back, I can warn about it. I usually know based on the audio cue. Like, you'll hear the music, and then I'll go into it. But for right now, I'm safe again. I can do the sticky keys. And we're about to hit room 250, which a 15 out of 250 in a marathon ain't too bad. Like, world record for this category, I think it's like 11, but most people were getting like 13s and 14s. A 15 ain't bad. Like, 15 could have been like a top time at one point. I think it'd still be like top 15. Funny. 15. Also, for you guys, I will show off some of the Easter eggs, because my time estimate does factor into that. Before the marathon, I've been getting solid like 109s, 115. The highest I got, I think, was like 115. So I will kind of play around some of the rooms, just kind of show off, but it won't take over estimate, definitely. This is also the worst chasm in the game, because it's just very long, and there's not much with it. But now we're room 250. There's Spooky. We don't want to listen to her talk, so I'm going to ignore her. But she left us a present behind you. Oh my god.
I love it. I remember that one.
It's adorable.
It's like, oh, the tiny Spooky, they're here to get you.
Yep. Also, you guys get another fun fact, because since it's the month of October, Spooky is going to be wearing her Grim Reaper outfit. That's actually an Easter egg that only happens in the month of October.
Yay! Oh, I'm glad we got to see her in her Halloween costume.
This is seriously the most wholesome jump scare mansion I've ever seen.
It's weird because it does get more and more graphic as we go on in many, but like a lot of the references are really interesting. Speaking of the Japanese monster again, she can go through walls. So certain rooms are gonna be a death sentence to me, and I just have to kind of eat, but we should be fine right now. I like her because she has a really cool song. Also, let's take a look at her. She's right there. She looks pretty cool. She's kind of like Sadako or The Grudge. So it's very reminiscent of that, which is kind of like the next game. And the reference is actually, I think, mainly talking about Corpse Party, funny enough.
Oh wow, that's a deep cut to reference.
Yeah, like they mentioned general Japanese horror, but the primary one being horror.
Oh yeah, I mean, she definitely has that whole Sachiko vibe to her.
Yeah. All right, good. Now, another note to mention is, you notice we're at room 279 right now. Starting at room 300, we lose our normal safety room. So earlier it was every 50. Oh, now going to become every 100.
Right.
One of the popular categories actually is 1 to 250. The reason why is room 310.
I'm trying to remember what that one is. It's been a little while.
It's definitely a cool one. I think a lot of it's my least favorite, my favorite at the same time. Not my favorite, but I really like him, but I really don't like him. I love the design of him, but I hate having to play against him. And we'll see very momentarily. But right now we're approaching 300. We've got another elevator, and I'll be able to react. Actually, I'm not even. I'll reactivate sticky keys. I'll probably need it for a little bit. Save the game. There's the elevator. I'll just do the normal sticky keys. There we go. Okay, so you can also notice every time we go through the elevator, the aesthetic of the mansion is going to kind of change. And you'll get introduced to new rooms. Most rooms are going to be with this kind of flavor. Also, good thing I didn't do the sticky keys glitch, because I would only have like 4 rooms. So she is back. Sometimes music will play. I might. Oh, I didn't eat it there. That's. But as I 310, I'll give you a hint. It is a very beloved franchise. Let me know if you figure it out.
Oh, I remember where we are now. Okay,
yep.
I'm good. I loved this one.
Same. So, anyone here ever played Majora's Mask?
It's like,
this
did you
one,
play? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like, did you play Majora's Mask? Did you also read Ben Drowned?
Yep. This one is referencing Ben Drowned, and we're about to get introduced to Ben. That is the boss of this area, and Ben is the meanest guy in the world. Here. Okay. So, Ben is kind of like a weeping angel mechanic, or the Slender Man kind of thing. If you look at him, he'll stop. If you don't look at him, he'll chase you with really quick speed. Code of thumb is a full stamina bar is enough to get away from him. He won't hit you throughout a room. Any longer than that, you need to look at him. So I get any chasms, it'll really slow me down. I don't have any recovery on that. Most rooms will be nice. Also, his theme song's really cool and isn't. Oh god, that was actually horrifying. The horrifying ones make adorable sounds. And that's kind of going into the whole idea that I mentioned that the games get progressively darker as we play it. Go. If you're wondering as well, a lot of this is me memorizing the layout, so anyone who might be interested in speedrunning Spooky Jumpscare Mansion, the main idea is knowing about certain rooms. So, like, if you have a turnaround room, you immediately want to recognize that and keep going, but otherwise, you know the general movements you gotta be doing for these. Oh, we got it looks like a GDQ raid. Welcome, everybody. You came just in time for the spookiest game and one of the most adorable ones in... Also, so we can reactivate our sticky keys glitch. Because now no monsters are chasing us. If you guys are wondering, hold on. There we go. Oh, almost first try puzzle. Second try, I'll do it. This is a horror game that the main trick is based on sticky keys. You know the Windows function on your computer that everyone hates accidentally pushing? That's what this game's major trick is, and it will increase all my...
Also, Ecdycis, let me know when we have a good moment so we can let all of our new friends know we're here.
Absolutely, go for it.
Hi, everyone! So, everyone who came in with the GDQ raid, hi, this is Speedrun Ragnarok, being held by the RPG Valkyries. We are a charity marathon that is raising money for Take This. Take This is a non-profit charity that is involved with raising awareness and doing outreach, and generally wanting to reach out to the gaming population to let them know about different mental health issues. We want to let everyone know that it's okay not to be okay. If you are struggling with mental health, there are ways to find treatment and get better, and you're just not alone in your struggles. We've been going since this Sunday. We have been doing an absolutely amazing job. Y'all have been like just the most wonderfully generous community. We've raised well over $8,000, and we hope to reach our $10,000 goal by this Saturday. That is enough to be able to fund an entire AFK room. That is one of Take's signature missions. And we have some questions for chat. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference between this original version and the HD version?
Of course, and I also answer another question too, because someone asked, is the stream looking a bit choppy? It's not the stream, also, oh god, I hate this guy. So the original version and the HD version have a bit of differences that the original is faster by much more because we can utilize a glitch called the sticky key glitch. By activating the Windows sticky key, I can actually fast forward the in-game time and skip many things like door animations, stamina regeneration, any kind of animation in general. However, it's also incredibly risky because enemies also attack way faster. Right now, I'm being attacked by Ben Drown from the creepypasta Ben Drown, based off of Majora's Mask. He's a puppet master who'll turn me into a puppet and rip out my eyes, and it's very gory and cool, if you like horror. So, if it's looking choppy at all, that's because I'm tabbing into a sticky key window and then tabbing back into the game to increase our speed. It's a very weird glitch, and I think it works because the game was made in Game Maker, which I think is the main intricacy about it. The HD version doesn't have this because it patched it out. However, there are a lot of fixes in the HD version. They worked really hard on it, and it's a beautiful game in general. So I hope that kind of explains that. As a speedrunner, we're going through 1,000 rooms, and a lot of the tech is kind of reacting to the enemies at hand and knowing when to do the sticky key glitch. Like right now, I know Ben is gone, so I can begin doing it once again, and you'll notice the doors do not have nearly as much animation as last time, or I'm ending up in like entirely different spots than previously. Go. But yes, I do want to say welcome everyone once again, and I hope you're having a great day. The next enemy is actually a really cool one. It probably references one of the coolest games ever made. I think a lot of people here would enjoy it, especially the GDQ.
Oh, I think so.
Also, Charlotte, it's been very fun having you try to remember which specimens come up next. Like, it's been very fun, like having you reminisce over the game.
It's been a little while, so that's why it's like I remember like all the different specimens. I just don't remember what order they come in.
Go. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier as well, now safe rooms are every 100. So you no longer have the 50 leeway by most areas. Alright, also I think we might be getting chased. I'm not going to trust it. I'm not going to trust the sticky key glitch. As I keep running, we'll be able to see in a moment if I am. Looks like I'm not being chased, but it's a better call to safe than sorry. Some of the audio cues might throw me off depending on the enemies, just because some enemies do sound like other ones, and we're so close to 400, I'm not going to do this keys glitch for the next few. I don't want to accidentally die to anything. The spiders sound like the general creepy crawling one. Hey, first try.
Hey.
Also, here's a good example of the glitch. There's an elevator door, and we're kind of moving now. It's here. And door animation? Nope, we skip it entirely. It's more noticeable whenever you have to wait for animations. The main reason this was actually found was for one of the really endgame levels, because there's long waiting throughout the level. So when it was initially discovered, it was a godsend, and that's why I wanted to run it, because the section was just a waiting section. Also, the spiders are chasing us once again, but they won't be doing anything to us. Alright, time for one of the coolest enemies in the game, by the way. So all these rooms kind of give you hints on how to beat them. You have the adorable cat. Now, a question for chat. Does anyone here like Earthbound?
Hello there. Are you lost, little
We actually played Earthbound earlier today. We played the randomizer.
Perfect. This enemy is a reference to Ecdycis, of all things. The main idea here is you're supposed to look around the maze and figure out the answer. I'll tell you the answer. It's always go left. I've never failed doing this. The answer is always go. You get some cool music, and we look behind us. So let's see if I can kind of pull it. There it is. You can kind of see the Ecdycis wall.
I remember this one, yeah. It's just that really like imposing feeling of it trying to like slide up behind you.
Yep. This enemy actually won't come back for the rest of the game, so enjoy him now. The thing about this enemy is that the Ecdycis wall will kill you in one hit. So you really have to make sure you are looking frantically around the maze. I've never actually died to this casually. I've died to it once in a speedrun because I tried sticky key glitching it, and it instantly murdered. So if you're wondering, can I sticky key this? No, I cannot.
Well, you know, you just got to get your testing out, and you get your testing out by dying terribly.
Yep. And when he's gone, we go back to sticky keys, but for right now, we're just going to keep going. As well, a really cruel thing the game can do, other specimens can spawn during this.
Oh, I didn't have that happen, thank goodness.
I've had it happen a couple of times, normally near the end, which is not... Also, let's see if I get a room to do the glitch. Back in action. If you're hearing that beep, that is me activating sticky keys. It only persists for 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, I have to bring back up if I want to start using it. So I have to think about, do I want to reactivate sticky keys? Which is the weirdest thing you've ever considered. I don't think I've ever used sticky keys on my own, on my computer.
I have used filter keys when I speedrun Loom. Is the one thing I have done.
What is filter keys doing?
Basically, now this is before. For a long time, I learned to run on a very wonky keyboard. So sometimes I would like hit a key and it would accidentally do a double input. It was mainly to stop double inputs for that game because with that game you have to enter 4 like letter like spells, and you have to enter them pretty quickly.
Makes sense. Go. But yeah, a big thing in this game as well is there we go. Sometimes I drop it, but the main strategy is just being able to react to the rooms as you see them. I think this is probably like a 115 is my guess. I've been playing very good at the end game, which is nice. In the end game, we have Specimen 2 back. The end game is rather kind. Or is it Specimen 4? This is Specimen 2. Okay, I can never remember. The sounds are similar. And Specimen 4, I had to get ready.
Yeah,
5.
Once you see the pool, so you're like, oh yeah, I know who. I also don't want to look at you.
Yep. He's just a green guy who will try to slime you. And his trademark is the pools. A fun fact about the HD version as well, they actually buffed a lot of the monsters, which is also the reason why I don't like it. One of the specimens in the game is really overpowered, and I do not like that specimen. He's much easier to deal with in the original version, and I'm a big fan. Also, sometimes, like, specimens can bait you, like, oh, he must be gone, and then you try doing it, and then you immediately slap. Which is why I won't instantly. I see he didn't have the slime for 2 rooms, but he's been around us the entire time. Go. My indication is normally if the slimes are gone in like long rooms, sort of like that one. He's going for us for a while. The main upside of like having Specimen 2 is Ben won't show up, who I think is Specimen 6. Having a 1 specimen is a really good indicator because you normally have more than 1. Like, there's specific rooms you can. He's gone, by the way, which is nice. And you see the adorable slime.
I love the slime. They're so cute.
There we go. I think we're safe here. Audio changes are always the thing that gets me in this game. We're also almost to room 500. So every single 250 rooms will be meeting up with Spooky. Oh, door's locked, really? Oh, alright. That's kind of puzzle room. And she'll be giving us a gift. And they are pretty fun gifts. Go. Almost there. 20 more rooms. And if you have anything you want to plug, feel free to go for it.
Sure thing. So we do have some incentives that are coming up later on. Right now, I mean, you all have just been knocking it out of the park getting these. The next ones we have are for Friday morning. We have one for Richard Scarry's Busy Town to enjoy some voice. We also have one for the game Super Solitaire to upgrade from 1 flip to 3. And then for the afternoon, we are going to be doing a Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos run. If you've never seen Beyond Chaos, it is a time. We have 2 donation incentives for that. One to recruit Celis in South Figaro. The other to ban the Super Ball item. If you don't know what either of those means, don't worry. You're going to find out on tomorrow.
This one's for you, GB0.
Still here. You just keep on going, don't you?
So I could have skipped that, but we'll hear her speak at least once. Same the game. This door's out of order, so I'm gonna go here instead. Alright, so we have an express pass. Special door Spooky is made for us, and don't worry, we'll be back in the mansion. And now we're back at room 52. Well, guys, I guess you're with me a little bit longer. We have to backtrack to the next 500 rooms. I do apologize for that. It's just kind of the nature of the game. Don't worry, though. It's can I say this has never happened before? I'm not too sure.
mean, it's good. It's good. Like last run, both Leggy and Dijon just knocked it out of the park, so we got time. Go ahead, go do another 500 rooms. I'm cool.
Sounds
I'm ready to
good.
chill.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We should have another 500 rooms going. Hey, look, it's the slide room again. Oh, Express. Let's see. And we are back to 512. Okay, yeah. So Spooky just plays with Frank on you. I thought it was fun to do. Go. Stickies are. And like all the rooms you went through count. It's just like I mentioned, every 250 rooms she'll give you a gift, and it's a very cute. That one is supposed to scare a lot of people. When people play this for the first time, they never go like, "Oh my god, I have to do it again." But you just power on, and then you're able to get there, which is nice. The next special enemy is going to be at 550, and that is one of the coolest ones in the game, in all honesty. I think you're being chased by the Silent Hill monster, so epilepsy warning.
Oh, thank you. Let me put that in chat.
Oh no, these are spiders. Never mind.
Oh.
The music sounded like Silent Hill, so like, why are there holes? Alright, that's good then. There's another one that's much worse than the Silent Hill one, and I know for a fact when that one shows up. The spiders, though, they're pushovers. Like I mentioned, I can just style on them the entire time. Yes, the spider warning. The flashing spiders. And the pumpkin. Don't forget about the flashing pumpkin.
Pumpkin! Yay, pumpkin!
Alright, the spiders are gone from the look of it. No, they're still here. I guess they're going slow. They're going easy on me. Alright, now they should be gone. And if I find the arcade room, I think I can finally show off the Easter egg.
Ooh,
Or one of the Easter eggs. There's a few. I know I have time for it. I put in my estimate. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's nice. I mentioned this earlier as well, but I'll do it again. So these rooms always have set answers, and the first one will tell you normally what you want to. So if it's left, I usually go middle. It'll tend to be left, middle, middle, left, or left, middle, middle, middle. But you kind of want to like just see what the first one is. If it's right, it's always gonna be like right, middle, right, kind of like that. Also, time for one of the coolest levels of the game, and very boss.
Oh,
So
I should warn people. Are we going to? Does the boss ever going to get close to us in this?
No, he shouldn't. If he does, I'm messing up.
Okay, I'm still putting the flashing warning for the slashes.
Sounds good. Ideally, I won't get the deer will slash me, but they're deer. So these are killer deer. They eat human flesh. I can kill them if I want to, but I'm gonna try ignoring them.
Let me just do this very quickly. Hi, everyone coming over from Background Guy stream. It is spooky time here during Speedrun Ragnarok. We have just put down a flashing warning because are we already past all the killer deer?
Yes. Now we're hitting the. Allow me to make this one. Oh dear God! It's the dear God.
I remember the dear God.
So this is the dear God. He has the coolest music, and he has a very cool static effect, but it's not really epileptic. Like, this was really interesting, so feel free to go for it, though.
I still gave out the warning. Trust me, like, that's why when I remembered, like, what this was, I was like, oh,
absolutely. I
remembered what happened when I got caught by the dear God. I was just like, oh.
He normally won't hit us. The rare chance that happens is if I get a particular room, or if I decide to do a Sticky Keys glitch, which I'm not going to do against the dear God. The dear God is cool. And welcome, everybody. This is Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. It's a very interesting game where you use sticky keys to avoid killer monsters and deer.
You know, just normal things that you do. Totally fine to be doing on this lovely Thursday night.
Yep. To my knowledge, this is the only speedrun that actively uses sticky keys to its advantage. Anyway, the dear God. I always love the opportunity to say, dear God, it's the dear God.
I don't blame you at all.
Right? It's great. Oh, here we go, the arcade. So you guys want to play some Pac-Man?
Yes!
Okay, so here's Mrs. Spook. We play a Spooky, and we have to find Pac-Man here, and... Well, Pac-Man's dead. There's also a, Maul the Spook, where you just get to, There we go. You can stab a bunch of people with a really cool song. I also want to get a high score here. Let's see if I can get one. Because there's a fun Easter egg that you can have here. There we go. That should do it. You can enjoy the song. Do, 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 do. But this kind of just goes to show how violent Spooky is. Let's see, did I get a top score? I did! Okay, so we're gonna put, let's type in, RPG Valks, right?
Aw, thank you. Yes, that's beautiful.
It's actually Spooky. She beat your record. Alright, let's back into the mansion. So, Spooky will just overwrite any record you get. There we go, back to sticky keys.
Does Spooky have world record in this category?
You know, that would be funnier. Like, we just edited that, but no. Currently, in this category, I can't remember who has it, but he's been grinding it pretty hard. I have world record in one category, which is 1 to 750. We break down the speedrun cat. Also, why is my sticky keys not being... Oh, I have the accent now. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. It's a weird momentum you have to get into for the glitch. But yeah, I have 1 to 750, which is a fun category. 1 to 1000 is the main one, though. Go. Almost at 600. And again, saving it every room. There's the door animation just there. Oh, good.
I was just saying, while we're in a safe space, let me know, because we did have that second raid that came in.
Of course.
I just want to very quickly just plug what we're doing. I'm sure BGG told you he was super cool. He ran Final Fantasy 1 PSP race yesterday with RPG Chick 4 here for Speedrun Ragnarok. But again, we are Speedrun Ragnarok, hosted by the RPG Valkyries. We are raising money for Take This. Take This is a mental health focused non-profit charity that seeks to do outreach, education, and advocacy about mental health issues, specifically those that affect the gaming community. If you would like more information, I will drop the link in chat. You can please visit takethis.org. Right now, we have been raising money over the last week for Take This. Y'all have been absolutely wonderful.
Can I interrupt for
Oh, sure. Go right ahead.
This is the one I was talking about earlier. This is the big epilepsy warning.
Oh, yeah. Let me drop that in chat then. Flirting for...
This is the one that usually disorients people. Like, the sound one's annoying, but this one's really, like, it's really up there. But feel free to continue.
Yeah, I'm just saying we've raised over $8,000 this week, which is absolutely amazing. Our goal is to hit $10,000. $10,000 is how much it costs Take This to set up one of their signature AFK rooms at various different gaming events around the country. Their next one is going to be PAX Unplugged, which is coming up. And if we have a moment, can I read a very quick donation?
Of course.
We make our way through this spooky room.
I do forgive everyone's eyes. Go ahead.
So this is from Anonymous, and they say, as someone who just recently is coming out of a long-term depression, I gladly put my money for an alliance that fights mental illness. As long as you keep faith in the light, anything is possible. Oh, thank you so much, Anonymous. I've had my struggles myself, and that's part of the reason why I've been happy to help raise money for Take This. I've also been a Take This on-site volunteer in the past. I think their messages are absolutely wonderful, and they just want everyone to know, you know what? There is absolutely hope out there. Like, no matter like how you in particular might be dealing with mental illness, or those that you love are dealing with mental illness, there is absolutely hope for recovery and for just doing better. And even if it's just a little bit better, that's still better. And you can take that journey one step at a time, because every journey towards being better is absolutely valid and precious. I'm sorry, I got all like,
You're
sappy
all good.
in the middle of this horror game.
This monster is one of the ones that I was really like, hey, I'm recording, just to be sure.
Okay, let me know when I can warn everybody.
Oh, it should have already, it has been happening throughout the entire time. He's been chasing us since like the first warning. But his entire mechanic is that, oh, he just stopped chasing us. That's good.
Okay.
But he has 2 forms of speed, and he can come back. So I'll warn if he does come.
Mm-hmm.
But there we go. Middle. Yeah, we got. All right, we got him. So he has 2 forms. If he's close to you, he'll be kind of like a Silent Hill 2 monster, person you fight. If he's far away from you, he'll turn into a worm, which is that hyper speed thing you kind of see, the very glitchy flashing warning that I was mentioning about.
Right.
And the entire mechanic is casually, and they kind of confirmed this in the HD version, you're supposed to keep him close, but not too close.
Oh, yeah, I kind of remember that.
Like, if you get too far away, he'll just kill you, and then if you stay within a certain range, he'll spit spider webs all over you, which isn't good. He is probably the toughest specimen to deal with in the entire... At least in the HD version. In the casual version, just run away, you're good. But, again, the epilepsy warning is required. Are we being chased? I don't know. But yes, in terms of estimate, my estimate is mainly kind of based on how the run goes. In theory, I could have gotten all chasms, but the run's been okay. I'm expecting about a 115. We can also play around a little bit more. Although I did play around a little bit, so we'll see if it changes a little bit on that end. As always, I could always explore more rooms. The next guy is going to be probably one of the coolest songs in the game. But I also have a glitch there that happens where he kind of just bugs out and the audio gets really staticky. If that happens, I'll just exit the game and quit from a loading point if that works, because it gets really bad and I know the answer to that point. So like, it'll get really crackly if it messes up thanks to the sticky keys glitch.
We're doing our best to protect your eyes and your ears, chat.
Exactly. This game has things, but there's a lot of precautions in between. Also, luckily, Specimen 2 is not fooling me. And we're almost at rooms 700. We're at 668. There's 669. Nice. Here's 670. And the upside of having him is, like I mentioned, having certain specimens mean we don't get other ones. There's an explicit RNG in this game that means if you don't have specimen, if you have specimen 2, I don't have specimen 10, which is ultimately going to be a very good thing. While it's annoying to walk on these puddles, it's much better than being disoriented, blinded, or it's much better than having to deal with the Puppet Master, who is not very fun to deal with. Meaning a good portion of the RNG of this run tends to also happen in the specimens you'll get. In theory, you can go the entire game only getting the story-based specimens, but right now we've been a lot of Specimen 2 and 3, which is pretty good, actually. We've only had Specimen 4 once, which is nice. Also, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I'll mention it again just in case. If you see me moving diagonally, the game actually moves faster if you move in an angle. So most rooms you'll see me kind of sprinting, like immediately turning my mouse, going that it will be much quicker by every measure, as opposed to just running in a straight line. Certain rooms you don't have to really adapt because they're too short, but if you can get a room with it, it's very nice. Also, room 750 will have Spooky's next gift, which is actually extremely generous.
Gotcha.
And I'll listen to her speak, given that I think we're going to be decently ahead on my end.
Think so.
But yeah, for specimens that can show up, though, while we're playing, you have 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just say what they actually are, because I don't think any of us remember all the numbers. You can have the green monster, you can have the spiders, you can have the Silent Hill monster, you can have the Japanese monster, you can have Ben, you can get back Specimen 10, who is the one. Specimen 1, the little pop-outs, can come out at any time. So if I'm being chased by another specimen, they could just pop in the way and actually kill me in theory. Funny enough, apparently, according to the statistics of this game, they've killed 30 people with heart. There's like a little computer. If I find the computer, I'll show you it.
Oh, I remember the computer. That was like one of my favorite things in this.
It's called Cat DOS, and it'll give you like little tidbits about every killer. It'll tell you how they kill you, what they do, and it'll tell you what. And yes, the cutouts are specimens. There's the arcade. I have the arcade plenty. There's another driving game, but that one's not nearly as good as the other two. You just drive around and crash into people. It's not the greatest game. However, now we're at room 700. Oh. The keys. Cool. Oh god, the stump. And like I promised, I'm not going to be killing any of them.
Yay!
I have the axe, and you
They
can.
live!
But we're going to be saving all the adorable little monsters. All the adorable little specimens. That room is really bad to get laid. Now, chat, a very important question. Are you ready for the greatest monster in the game? It is Arby's.
I love the Arby's monsters so much.
So,
I had a lot of fun with this one.
This specimen is one where you can read notes on the story, but we're inside of a quote-unquote, it's not actually Arby's because I'd be copyright infringement, but it's quote-unquote Arby's.
It's basically nihilist Arby.
Pretty much.
If you've ever read that Twitter account, that is basically what this section is.
The answer to this is always go straight. We're gonna be getting a key out of this. Every room going into has a special key. There's also a Silent Hill reference in the Arby's level. If you're wondering, every area of the game references some kind of horror thing, and this references Arby's. It's an Arby's reference. I love Arby's. They're fun. And now it's time to have the meat.
The meats, no!
The Arby's demon is now chasing us. He also has the coolest song in the game. So it kind of flashes, but his... Oh, I'm getting hit by the Arby's demon, by the way. Oh, there it is. He hit me with Arby's.
Oh no, the Arby's!
He normally doesn't flash this much, by the way. But he... the Arby's
is it possible to turn around and let us see the Arby's monster?
Yeah, I can right now.
Okay.
There he is. That's the Arby's demon. He is a demon of Arby's. So he has a few things. One, he's hiding the doors from... the only way you're going to be able to beat the Arby's demon is if you memorize the rooms. Remember room memorization is an important part of this? The only way I'm able to progress through this is because I know where all the doors are. He can chase me all the way to room 749. So I have to be very careful. I'm getting some good rooms right now. But I kind of say the Arby's demon's music absolutely slaps. I want this to play inside every Arby's. Oh god, the door will copy. And that's also a good example of, oh, they can come out at any point. Also, I know the doors aren't showing, but the doors are indeed there. They'll disappear. Now, I haven't told you what happens if the Arby's demon kills you. If the Arby's demon kills you, he'll take you to the Arby's dimension and then give you the meats, and then you'll...
There'll be way too much.
Correct. He actually takes you to the pocket Arby's dimension, and that's the canon of his... And it looks like he's... Oh, he's still here. As I say, it looks like he's gone. We're having really good rooms, though. You notice there's one room that he gets a free hit on me, and getting 3 of those is bad. Alright, looks like the Arby's demon is gone, but the Arby's demon can come back. There'll be one more enemy in the game that can't come back, but most enemies in this game can indeed come back. But luckily he's gone for a little bit. Here we go. And we're making pretty good progress. Something I want to mention as well, because I kind of touched on, any of these specimens can just decide to chase you for however long they want. It's entirely up to them. I'm gonna go up. Oh my god, the one time I didn't guess left. These rooms are also much worse on the HD version because they're more randomized. So they're not very good. Also, I guess the way randomization works, from my understanding, whenever you enter a room, it generates upon entry. So there's no actual way you can RNG manipulate the game.
Oh, that'd be cool if you could.
It absolutely would be, because the worst thing in the game is chasms, which, by the way, chasms disappeared about room 500. Hey, first try, there we go. The next specimen we'll be fighting will be around 8:10. However, it is time for Spooky once again. And we'll listen to Spooky. We're pretty ahead on estimate.
And we have all of our friends who joined us, so they should definitely enjoy time.
Oh, hi. I didn't think you'd make it this far. You got an X. Nice. Well, congratulations.
Oh my god!
I think. Well, I didn't really have a gift ready, so,
So I have instant stamina now. The catch? You can't run. For 15 rooms, I'm going to be unable to run. I can swing that indefinitely, but I'm not going to do that because I can accidentally kill one of the adorable little ghosts, and it'll be sad if I kill one of the pop-outs. As well, an enemy can spawn at any point during this. Oh god, no!
Did it? Oh no.
We spawned. There she is. It's Specimens 4.
Okay.
She should stay away from me. But this is where the diagonal movement really comes in handy. I can't run until 15. So 765 is the room I could run in. This is really bad luck because you can actually sticky key the stamina back at the end of this. I'm gonna drop stamina right when I get it. But for now, I'll be chill. Also, I don't think I can hit the... Yeah. The Puppet Master actually gets easier at this point because you can hit him with... And he'll be stunned for a little bit. The axe actually does affect the enemies in this game. You can kill all the pop-outs. You can get, I know specimen 6, 6 is the big one, that's Ben. 2 more. And a lot of enemies you can try to keep it.
I mean, I will say I have definitely seen people who have played this game and they get like scared by like one of the pop-outs after they've got the axe, and they will kill the pop-out. Just be like, no, you stop.
And that does happen. Now, the fun part is the game actually does have multiple endings. The multiple endings of this game are actually based on how many things you kill. If you kill none, you get the good ending. If you kill, I think, over 30, you get the bad. So killing the pop-outs will give you the worst ending of the game, which we're not going to see it. I can tell you guys if you would like, but it's more likely that if you ever play this game, just kill all the pop-outs and you'll see it. Also, it's not the luckiest room. Oh, really? Cool. Hey, got it. We also have a running back, which is very nice. Ooh, go. We'll get to room 800, and we'll be hitting the next specimen. In total, there are 3 new specimens that are left in the game. Technically, there's things we haven't seen. There's Howard, who is... I had 1 Howard room. Howard rooms aren't the best because you have to wait. It's the room I had to kind of like alt-tap for a while in. There's Ice Cream, who's adorable. The next one is going to be a reference to my favorite game ever, and if you watched my last speedrun run on, I think, Monday, you might recognize the game series.
I mean, it's a week-long marathon. Time isn't...
Exactly. Time is an illusion. And then we have another a couple horror games as well in that area. Go. About 12 more and we're at 800. And 800 will be another... I could be doing the sticky keys, but I'd rather play it safe because I don't know who's going to pop out right now. I always feel like someone can. Let's see... We're doing pretty good. Having decent rooms. And... Oh, hey, here we have the computer.
Oh, cool.
So,
Good to see the computer.
Yeah, we'll look at specimen 1. And it is... Docile. Fatalities. 4 people. A cardboard cutout figure that springs out from the walls. Proved not very effective against healthy subjects. But it can kill people. And it has all the info on specimens if you want to see any one. I'll also tell you more about different specimens. Like 10, it will give you the old specimen 10, the one that died before the worm. I already clicked on 1. We can look at 6, who's Ben, I believe. Yeah, there's Ben. He does punctures, and they kind of give you hints. If you find this computer, it's actually really good casually, just because you can see more about, oh, this is what the enemy does. And it'll kind of give you a hint on how to beat them as well. There's also an option to modify the house layout, but it'll give... You can't actually change the layout of the house. It's also just a super adorable computer. But I wanted to show off that Specimen 4 has indeed killed 4 people. I'm pretty sure it refers to it mostly as old men and, like, just people with heart conditions. But now we're at room 800, and we'll no longer be seeing the RV store. But the RVs even can come back. Go, Ecdycis is back. Now we have a castle. So, if anyone knows anything about me, you know I'm a huge fan of the Clock Tower series. Why did I bring that up? Because the next reference is going to be a reference to the Clock Tower series. And it's a pretty fun one at that. It's also the longest level in the game. However, thanks to Speedrun Tech, I'll be able to skip a good portion of it, which is very... There we go. At 8:10, we're going to be seeing the room. It will be the mansion. And this is the mansion from the Clock Tower PS1, which is Clock Tower 2. The mechanic here is going to be kind of annoying. Go over here. I go back here first. I'm trying to remember the exact order. Not that one. I go upstairs first, I believe. Yes, it was upstairs. So there's an order I have to do things at.
Oh, that's right. I remember this.
So, if you're wondering what happens, why you go through these things, the Clock Tower guy is going to be chasing you all throughout. Meaning, you have to hide in the room. Normally, it's going to be kind of a thing where you have to wait for a very long time. However, by using speedrun tech, instead, I go in the hiding, activate sticky keys, wait for the music to stop, leave. You can try risking a bit. You can try risking it a bit more, but personally, I don't mess with him. Exiting early is an immediate death.
That's so smart.
Yep.
That's like such a smart use of that glitch.
This is also why the sticky keys glitch originated, as well. I'll show you a quick little room. Here's the Pit of the Damned. The Pit of the Damned.
Oh,
It just
hi,
has skeletons. It's just there. It's a fun little Easter egg. It's referencing, again, Clock Tower PS1. All the rooms are really similar, and I think I'll let the last of them play out. But, however, I do need to get rid of my sticky keys. Okay? I don't want them in the next rooms at all. So, the Clock Tower Old Man is the deadliest enemy. I went the wrong way.
Oh no.
It ruined my angle on the camera. Luckily, he won't actually get me until I'm at the very end. I mean, will he? Here's something normal. You have to wait for him to show up. His music starts. He'll look for you. You can see him walking around this giant scythe. So, the problem with him is he is extremely fast, and he attacks extremely fast. There it is. That's how I play it. He knows we're here. He knows we're here. Normally I would sticky key this, which I can do right now, in fact. Yeah, let's do it right now. He's gone. Okay, so what's going to happen is we have the key to leave now, and we will be safe from him for a little bit, but we have the key to leave the entire specimen. Funny enough, the specimen's a two-parter. The specimen itself is actually the mansion. Run away! It's time to run. He knows we're here, and he is going to kill me if he finds me. He is the hardest-hitting specimen in the game, and he attacks incredibly quick. I think he can kill you in about 3 to 4 hits, but they're very in rapid succession. Sticky keying him will immediately kill me, and now we better start booking it, because he can chase me all the not careful.
Yeah, now here's the thing, I wasn't super familiar with the Clock Tower series, so I didn't quite get the reference there, but I definitely remember that being like, okay.
Yep.
Okay, just go, but I don't want any of this.
Also, I know my timer's not cutting off right now, because, oh, my timer just cut off. I apologize for that. I'll fix it in a moment. I didn't account for the 1 hour. We've actually looped back to 7 seconds. 9 seconds. I'm going to pause it. There we go. Let me quickly pause. There we go. That should hopefully work.
Like we said earlier, time is like a vague suggestion. I mean, we're trying our best to keep track of it, but...
Alright, hopefully it doesn't ruin anything. I think that should be good. Right. He's still chasing me. I forgot I can actually pause this game. I forgot that's actually a thing I could do. I'm not used to pausing this game. I'm kind of used to just accepting my fate if the specimen catches me. Oh, God. By the way, until this music stops, I'm absolutely terrified. There is a certain room that if I get, I'm eating potentially 3 hits and I can die. Oh my God, he's gone, thank God. He has disappeared. I'm still not going to be doing the sticky key glitch for the rest of the run, but he is now gone. I do not trust it at room 800 onward. If I'm going for world record, yeah, I'll do it, but this is a marathon showing. I'll be fine. And it'll probably be closer to the estimate I put down, given that we are way ahead right now. Go. Oh, also, some of the specimen ones get a lot creepier as time goes on. Now, the worst part about specimen, I think he's specimen 11. He can come... The old man can still chase me.
Oh,
at any point. Yep.
Now, the things that, like, I know this kind of came out in, like, different, like, build releases. Like, for a while, there was, like, a time where it only went to, like, such and so many rooms.
That's the Howard room, by the way. Alright, I guess I'm using sticky keys here because I had to. Go. But yeah, I got more into the game after the 1000 happened. I'm not too sure about the pre-builds, but I do know it started like 1 to 250 and then 1 to
Right.
500.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then 1 to 750, and then they kept adding more and more. And they also have a DLC, which is I think the Katamari Hospital.
Yeah.
I want to learn that at some point, just because I never actually played it. I love this game. I've never played the DLC.
It was definitely different.
Weird fact about the DLC. We might have the Silent Hill monster. I don't know. Oh, no, I don't see him. All right, we're good. Sometimes the audio will just kind of happen. We haven't seen her since the beginning of the game, which is good. But fun fact about the DLC of this game: there is a Rebecca Black.
Oh, okay.
You know, the girl who sang Friday.
Oh, yeah.
See, is it up? Ooh, up, up, left. Okay. This is a weird one. I don't get this one very often. We're almost to room 900. But yeah, I don't know why, but Rebecca. Although the next one's probably what most people think when they think of her, I think. It's also probably my least favorite to actually play. Oh, epilepsy warning.
Oh, warning. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Let me actually... I have saved that because... Oh, dear. Sorry, y'all. I didn't get in chat.
All good. I have to listen to the cues to make sure. It's really, this is the first speedrun I've had to do, I know I do this, when I do my own attempts of this, but it's really weird to think about during a speedrun, based on RNG, giving an epilepsy warning. It's a strange concept, but, I mean, I'm happier to give it than not give it, because most people are sensitive to that.
Yeah, no, you are absolutely right to give it as soon as you can. Like I said, I've been trying to also warn directly in the text chat.
As well, when that thing is happening, I can still move. It's just, I can't really see where I'm going. Oh, I'm eating it.
Oh no.
And then I get spider webs on me. As long as I keep moving, we'll be fine. Oh god, I cannot see. Alright, ooh, it's getting me a good point.
Sorry,
yeah, last time
for all the
we
flashing.
were getting a lot. This time we're way better. Last time I really didn't see the flashing. This time he's real business. Switch. At the very least, I'm able to get to the doors before he does it. He's doing it whenever I get too far away. A good way of knowing he's gone, though, is when those webs stop. He's gone.
Okay, you good, chat. You good.
We good. Thank you for being patient with us, chat. Specimen 10 is not cooperative. And I mentioned earlier as well, but I'll mention it again. He's really brutal in the HD version. You does not mess around. So, hang in there. Save the game, because...
I do love hanging there, cat.
Yep, and now we're hitting another castle. Go. Oh, we have this one again. And 910 will have the next reference. And also, I had to look up the code to one of the before I actually got there, because I didn't remember it. But this reference is probably one of the most iconic horror games of all time. And we're only going to see the specimen for one room. Or, I guess, one series of rooms. It is Amnesia. So, we have a few goals. First things first, I need to find the, I think it's this door right here. No, it was the one next to it. I need to find the lantern. I always get confused on the left side. It's where is the lantern? Once you have the lantern, we have to get the key to turn off the valve, because there's... it's based off a specific enemy in Amnesia, who I think is called Karmic? Answer is 4, 1, 3, 2. And once you're in here, you get the key. And once you have this key, you can go back to the other room. It's a lot of back and forth, if I remember correctly. Let's see. The water pump is now off. And we're almost out of here. The water's about to get snuffed out as well. And as well, let me get rid of the sticky keys glitch. Mainly because it has a giant thing over my health. Key is on the box. And now we are going to have the beautiful siren. She always hits me once there, but that's okay. So her mechanic is mostly just kind of annoying. You have to be on the boxes. If you're in the water, she'll chase you at pretty... it's mostly just annoying, in all honesty. You go slower, especially having to make all these turns. I usually just kind of recover a bit of stamina on the box. I always look for a box on the left side. This one's longer. Oh god, man.
I do like chat pointing out that water levels are terrible in every
They are. Like, this is no exception by any means. Also, I'm gonna get hit, I think. No, I didn't. Well, she's right behind me. And this is probably like... Oh, hold on, I need a... This one was weird to me, because, like, in comparison to, like, Specimen, the one in 810, the Clock Tower monster, this one is super easy. Like, when you first play it, I think it's a bit jarring just if you don't know the mechanics. Like, oh, gotta be on the boxes. But once you start speedrunning this, or even, like, play it more than once, it's okay. Just dash every now and again, touch the box. It's kind of like playing Counter-Strike. And she can chase me, in theory, all the way to the end. Only lasts in here for 30 to 40 rooms. Maybe sometimes 20, 15 if you're lucky. But we'll be having her for a bit. She'll be our friend. Which, by the way, if you have anything to read, feel free to go.
I don't have any donations right now. What I will do is I'll just give a very quick reminder about what later on. We do have some goals for Friday morning. We have a goal to enjoy the voice acting in Richard Scarry's Busy Town. That is at $40 out of 100. We also have a goal for Super Solitaire to upgrade from single flip to 3 flip, which makes the run a lot more challenging. So if you need somewhere to put your money for the next couple of runs, that would be an excellent place to do so. And thank you all again for bringing us well over 8K on our quest for that 10K.
Alright. And 28 wasn't that bad, but you got out there pretty quick. We're on the home stretch, by the way. We're almost at room 1000. And at room 1000, we have absolute freedom, guys. Don't worry. We'll get what's coming to us at room 1000. And as well, like, again, I mentioned speedrun-wise, I'll probably like a 115, so I'll play out the cutscenes. I normally skip it. Like, you can skip the final cutscenes to get to the actual end. Because, again, run ends on last act. But normally you can skip the in-between kind of filler stuff. I'll make sure to do that. I won't skip it just so we can see them, and we'll be closer to the... Because I put mine as a 127, assuming I get more... It's like, the run's heavily adapted since I submitted this. And I guess it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's a bit strange. Because I'm not used to a run adapting that much. The main difference is the old route used to only have us do sticky keys on key doors like elevators, the clock tower rooms, and I would manually do the 5 shift put presses to get keys working. However, someone figured out that if you push sticky keys, activate it, and then just alt-tab to it, it'll have the same. So, being able to sticky key every single load is very good. Also, another epilepsy warning. This guy loves us today. He's back.
Flashing warning, y'all. Flashing.
I don't know why we're getting a lot of Specimen 10. I'm not sure why he loves us this much. Oh, there we go. Go. Much better, much better, much better. We're doing good. And about 40 more rooms. Technically, he'd be going away at 995. That's when our 995 is the like major checkpoint. It's the last elevator to take us to the end. And even a cooler thing I just didn't get to show off because this guy, I don't like messing around with him, is when he spawns, he actually kills the old specimen. So there's like a worm that will originally chase after you, who's just kind of chilling, but then this guy will pop out of his skull and then begin to chase you like so. And like, let's see if we can pull him out. He looks kind of like that, and you keep him in range, you're fine. However, if you go too fast, the glitches will happen, and he'll turn into a... It's a form change, so every time he's doing that, he's changing. The one benefit of this guy is, one, now he's gone. The other benefit of him is that he can't go through walls. I've been very lucky that I haven't gotten the back, because there are some rooms, the ones that kind of loop around. If you get those, and you get, like, to the slime monster or the Japanese monster, they'll absolutely get a free hit on you, which is really bad. Also, the Arby's demon, who I'm sad didn't come back. We still have about 10 more rooms, and then we'll be getting to the final making our way downtown, walking fast. He karate chopped us. Look at this adorable ghost. Slime. We're making pretty good pace. We count down, guys. Chat, do me a favor. Count down the final 10. We're at 10.
10.
We have 9.
9.
8.
8.
7.
7.
6.
6.
This next is going to be an elevator. 5.
Sorry for the delay, y'all. 5.
Also, they have another cat poster.
Oh, bye, cat. I remembered, like, this is not romantic at all.
Yep. And this is our final elevator. We'll save it again for good measure. All right. 4. 4 more. 3. 2. Last room.
It's the last
All right.
one.
Here we go, guys. Our freedom, the exit. It's beautiful. Guys, look. We finally escaped.
We did it! Oh, it's all nice and soft and pastel now.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
All right. Now you get to enjoy the ambience. This is the game.
Yay!
I mean, I left the timer running, but I think it's in good faith. I mean,
Oh yeah.
the run ends when we eventually starve to death in the meadow.
Okay. That's the thing is, I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a horror game.
Oh. The Windows Vista Sky is dead.
I remember that. I loved it so much.
Well, you made it. Congratulations, I guess. Well... Oh. So now you must pass...
Alright, we have, there's the door.
Fortitude or dedication.
No.
Alright, time for the end game. Mild seizure warning?
Yeah, flashing warning. For this
yeah.
one. For the final
I'll wait before
end.
going into it.
Yeah. So,
But,
y'all chat.
you didn't think the game was over yet, did you?
Of course not. Nah.
Well, we're dead. But this is Specimen 9, the final. Oh yeah, I think they call the flashing warning, by the way, because
Yes.
T will, I forget, he blinds the screen. So, this is exactly like the game fight in Legend of Zelda. You have to wait for some phases, he'll shoot hands at you, you know, Ganondorf things. But the part I'm actually referencing is that every now and again he'll light, and I need to reflect it with the axe. Believe it or not, this game has straight up a final boss fight for whatever reason, which you would not expect a horror game to have a final boss fight of this magnitude. But here we go. Now you chop. Keep chopping him. We only hit that 3 phases. He's almost dead. We're gonna have 3 of these phases, which not too shabby. Alright. It could take up to 4 depending on how many hits I get. The general mechanic is those are easy to dodge. The hand, I wait for it, and then once it kind of stops a little bit, I right, and then I immediately want to kill the ads, then I'll begin the next phase. Once this starts, the idea, mash the axe. And then wail on it. Alright, one more phase should do it. We're about to call time.
Okay.
Awesome. You can see he ups his game, he brought these down, a bit more flashy. A little bit more on here, and now he's going to shoot out more hands, actually. This is where it actually is pretty tough. We're shooting out increasing amounts of hands, and I want to make sure that I'm able to do dudes in the interim. Hands gone. Well, alright, almost done. And... time.
Time! GG!
GG.
Are we going to be able to see the wonderful ending? Because I actually
Of
love the ending
course,
of this
of
game.
course.
Ah, excellent.
This is the good ending, by the way.
Well, you died. In a pretty tragic way, too. Just tragic enough for you to become a ghost. Good job, by the way, making it this far. So buckle up, soldier, because now I finally
Yep.
think we have enough troops
Now we
to
get
defeat
to
the
see the finale of the game, which is the store here and a lot of ground. But
The time has come, my loyal troops. No longer shall we be called cute or adorable. No longer will we be disregarded and ignored. For now,
Spooky is going to invade.
I just love that the ending of this game is you being forcibly recruited into the skeleton army.
The other ending, I can spoil if you want to, but it's a bit worse than that one. Anyway, while the party music is going, I want to thank you all so much for watching this. I've been wanting to show Spookies for a while. Like, this is, I think, the first marathon presentation it's had. So I'm just kind of happy to get this game more out there. This game has been getting pushed a lot more recently. Like I mentioned, the Spooky Keys glitch has adapted.
Okay.
I know I've been pushing it a lot, and I want to keep pushing it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you like horror games in general and spooky stuff like this, I do a lot of horror games, around 59 unique different horror games. And I just want to say thank you for having me part of. I want to say thank you for having part of being Speedrun Valkyries, Ragnarok.
Yes.
It's been very nice. It's been a very fun event.
I mean, we've been absolutely happy to have you. When I saw this game come up in the submission list, I was like, wait, really? Spookies? I'm like, let's do this. And I was super happy that just through the different sort of confluence of factors that I got to be here and help be the host. I'm sorry, but I ended up taking up all the screen time.
I'm glad for it. Anyway, I put in all my things there. Let's type in Can I put Ragnarok? I can. Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
You also see all my failed submissions. All my other ones, high scores. And we'll see if they give us anything really quick. There's the epilepsy one. Sometimes you get fun Easter egg. Nope, just spooky jump scares. So, again, thank you all so much, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Yeah, thank you all so much. We'll in just a moment. We have one of our wonderful Valkyries, one of the two newest members who have just been made main Valkyries, Possama, and she's going to be running the. So I hope y'all have yourselves a great evening. I am probably going to duck out, leave this all to Vani, and so y'all just stick around for more spooky goodness, and we'll talk to y'all later.